This is something that we have not heard about the Mumbai airport. And that's why this is something to look after, that what will be done next and what is it that the airport is doing until and unless the software are once again up. That is something one needs to understand, that even the airport officials are trying to ensure what will they get and how much time will it take for the software to be on.
Sohit, is there any talk of a cyber attack of any sort? Is this something that they'd be looking at, or too early to say?
Well, it would be too early to say, and it will be a matter of investigation as and when the officials are trying to find out what can be done next. And since this has happened just minutes ago, it will be very too early to say what exactly has happened and how much time will it take for it to be back up again.
All right, and Sohit, just what is the information that you're getting out of Mumbai airport right now in terms of passenger disruptions?
Well, yes, inside the Mumbai airport there's a huge crowd. We have with their luggages, people waiting to check in. And yes, people are worrying because they have flights to catch, they have their plans, as well as they might be having, as you said, connecting flights to other countries as well. This is an international airport. A huge crowd present inside, people questioning the authorities. But as I said, even the authorities don't have all the answers as of now. And that's why they are waiting to ensure or understand what can be done if the software doesn't go back up very soon.
Just carry on with what you're saying. Could you share? Right, so here is the breaking news story right now that we can share with you. Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport, one of the largest airports in all of Asia, among the larger airports in the world, has a crisis right now with the centralized server system which governs all airlines and the process of checking in down. It's been down for the last half an hour. We don't know the reason right now. We do know that the Director General of Civil Aviation would presumably be looking at this as well. This means that check-ins would be difficult. The process of getting luggage onto aircraft would be difficult. And the biggest worry is that if this system is not restarted, or if they don't get a fix to this very soon, then there's an incremental delay. And here's how it works. You know, aviation work, it's a maze. And it's a chain. I think the word chain is more appropriate. If there are flight delays over here, then the aircraft which is supposed to pick up passengers from location B, perhaps going to location C, all of these areas end up being impacted. And you're already looking at a half an hour delay now. The system has to restart. All airlines impacted. At Mumbai airport itself, even when the systems are back up, it means that there would be huge congestion for takeoff, because airlines are allotted takeoff slots according to their flight schedules. If the system comes back up, you've got X number of flights which have been delayed, then you have congestion at the level of the air traffic control. It also potentially impacts incoming flights. The nature of this technical difficulty is something that we need to look at right now. Would this mean, for example, flights coming into Mumbai airport are also impacted? That's something we don't know right now. But what we are reporting at this stage, the server system is down at Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport, down for half an hour. All check-ins of all airlines hit. There is a manual backup that actually means a great deal of physical work on airlines to check in passengers. That's extremely slow. It's the way it used to be before the system started getting automated. One way or the other, huge delays. I can suggest that right now many passengers would be impacted. Sohit, give us more on what you're hearing.
Well, Vishnu, as you said, that what we have been hearing is that they are now manually checking in, and the system, since it is down, they are ensuring that the passengers should go ahead, and that's why manually things are being handled, is what the CISF is saying as of now. So that is one thing that is very important to understand. And due to the server down at the Mumbai International Airport, what is the CISF saying is that the crowd is slightly more than normal. The crowd is being managed, as well as the CISF is claiming that there are no chaos as of now because manual passes are being issued. So I was speaking to someone at the airport in the last few minutes, and they said that we always have a plan B ready just in case there is something like this happening. And that is why the manual thing is being used as of now. How much time will it take for the software or for the server to be back up? They have no answer as of now. About the cyber attack question, again, they have no answer. I'm also in touch with the other officials or as well as the PR agencies of the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport. Even they are saying that they are waiting for more updates, and only after that there will be a statement released soon.
All right, so we expect that statement to come in a little while from now, and we'll come back to the story in just a few moments. So just to summarize what Sohit over there was reporting, the CISF, which governs security at all airports in the country, says there's a server down at Mumbai airport. The crowd is slightly more than normal. The crowd is being well managed. There isn't any chaos as manual passes are being issued. So manual passes, I assume, which governs entry into the airport. In Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport and others, there's an automated system where if you've done a pre-flight check-in using a barcode, you actually can enter at a faster speed. So if manual passes are being issued, I'm slightly unclear at this stage what they mean by manual passes and at what level the check-in process has been affected. Does this govern, for example, entry into the airport as well, or is it just airline check-in that is been impacted right now? But again, it's about half an hour now. There will be delays. I think that's pretty clear. The extent of these delays at this juncture, we do not know. All right, returning to that big breaking news story, chaos at Mumbai's Chhatrapati International Airport after the servers went down. We now have a statement from the Mumbai airport saying, and I quote, "Our passengers are requested to allocate additional time for check-in and also to kindly connect with their respective airlines owing to a temporary network interruption outside the airport due to ongoing development in the city. Our teams are present on ground and manual processing has been initiated to facilitate all passengers. We sincerely regret the inconvenience and thank our passengers for their understanding." Let's go across to Sohit Mishra now. Sohit, this actually says a lot of things. It basically says that this network interruption is because of ongoing development in the city. Does this basically mean that fiber optic cables have been cut, which has resulted in the server going down?
Well, yes, that is what we can say as of now. And on the other hand, as we already spoke, Vishnu, what we can say is that manually things are being done. It has been more than 50 odd minutes that the server is down, and at the same time, manually things are being done. Now, once everything happens, only then the management will be able to ensure or search the main reason why the system is being down. Is it just because of the fiber cable? Because it is one of the busiest and the biggest airport, and if fiber cable is the reason, does the Mumbai airport just work on the fiber cable, and does it function only, or there are impacts happening only because of that? That is a big question that is being asked. But at the same time, things are getting better at the airport. At the airport now, manually, the luggage or the check-in, that is being done. The force has been
Sohit, let me just jump in over here and make the point that a manual check-in of passengers in an airport as large as this, with dozens of flights simultaneously or close to a dozen flights at any one time being checked in, passengers being checked in, it is an impossible task. And the moment it gets so slow, then security checks after that get equally slow. And as we know, capacity is a huge problem. Certainly at Mumbai airport, where even in the new terminal, there are huge queues to go through security. And so then there are delays. And then there is that cascading impact because all these flights end up missing their takeoff timings. And so air traffic control has a real nightmare. So I think it's going to be a problem going forward. It's just unclear how long and how many flights will be delayed. But go ahead with what you were saying.
Well, Vishnu, yes, you are right that it will take time and it is taking time. But earlier, there was no check-in that was happening.
I see. Right. Go ahead, Sohit. So let me just read that statement from Mumbai Airport out once again. Our passengers are requested, so the line's bad. Fiber optic is down at the airport and our telephone lines with you are also down. So call up, we'll call you in a moment. But the Mumbai International Airport Limited statement is this. Our passengers are requested to allocate additional time for check-in and also to kindly connect with their respective airlines. Owing to a temporary network interruption outside the airport due to ongoing development in the city. This statement itself points to the seriousness of the situation. If passengers are now going to be calling up various airlines and saying, can I check in or not? Do I go to the airport or not? Then that results in even more chaos. But the reason for this has been stated in this little release. A temporary network interruption outside the airport because of ongoing development in the city. This possibly means, and I'm just guessing over here, that fiber optic cables have snapped and therefore the connectivity at Mumbai Airport, one of the largest, not just in the country, but as I've been saying, across Asia, is down, which is almost unbelievable and unheard of. Our teams are present on ground and manual processing has been initiated to facilitate all passengers. We sincerely regret the inconvenience and thank our passengers for the understanding. It's still unclear at this stage how long the delays will be. Hopefully not very much. We'll take a short break, come back with the very latest.
Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm Nidhi Razdan, and the story we're leading with at the moment, a computer system crash at Mumbai's Terminal 2, which led to long queues at the airport. The latest coming in from news agency ANI is that normal services have just been restored. Operations were disturbed for about 40 minutes at the airport, which of course caused a significant backlog since all check-ins were being done in manual mode. My colleague Sohit Mishra now joining us for more on that. So Sohit, it seems from the reports coming in that things are now all right.
Well, yes, things are now getting better. The fiber line was cut, which led to the network interruption at Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport. And this was a result of the ongoing work elsewhere in the city as per the latest report. And now things have got back into normal, which means that in some time, things might get better. So, yes, there was a huge crowd over there. We saw that people were present in huge numbers over there, huge crowd and huge chaos happening over there, after which manually things were being done. But now it seems like things are getting back to normal and things are getting better than what it was an hour ago.
Well, a quick update on what's happening at Mumbai Airport. The servers were down earlier this evening, leading to chaos. But the latest is that the systems have now been restored. According to Mumbai Airport authorities, there was apparently a network interruption which led to the servers coming down because a cable was cut during construction. Various ticketing systems were interrupted, including also systems for check-in. But all systems are now restored and working.